this one plays out.
Tyler Johnson has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Durant with the basketball up top. Leads 5. Driving right to the basket. A scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
Here's Rubio up top. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. And the rebound taken in by Jordan. Irving with the basketball. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving to Durant.
Screen, I got yours.
Deep 2 there, won't go. Rubio into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Here comes the screen. To Rubio. 4-3. Not that time. He missed it. Kyrie across the timeline. Lead stands at 7.
Screen.
Kyrie Irving not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
To Porter. Here comes the screen. Porter to Rubio. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Jordan. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Aaron Baines. Irving. And throws it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
To Crawford. Oubre. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
It's Suns ball. Probing the defense to Kelly Oubre. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Not that time. All by himself. Creates his own shot there. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Kevin Durant with the rock. To Jordan. Here comes the screen. He throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Mitchell Robinson tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Big finish at the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
To Crawford. The drive, right to the basket. Rubio can't get that one to fall. To Jordan. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. It's Phoenix ball. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And count the basket inside.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
DeAndre Ayton to Booker.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
Trying to cash in. Booker shot off the mark. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Jordan. Durant. Here comes the screen. To Hollis Jefferson. Goes reverse to lay it in.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Porter to Booker. DeAndre Jordan with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Cashes in for 2.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Phoenix with it. To Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker. And he's going to the free throw line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
DeAndre Ayton at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Durant across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. To Jordan, down low. And a throwdown. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
DeAndre Ayton to Rubio. Booker to Rubio. Ricky Rubio. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Hollis Jefferson. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
DeAndre Jordan pins it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Dario Saric. And that's rebounded by the Suns.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Ricky Rubio. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. He'll put it up at the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer's good. Not the greatest show of sportsmanship. An already contentious battle has now come to a close. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. It wasn't surprising to see this team get the win. They did a great job of letting the fundamentals of basketball be the key to success. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets. The Suns seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Check out the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Assists.
The Brooklyn Nets showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2.